Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of the 5-day Build Your Audience Challenge. This is Patricia Spread from patriciaspread.com. Me and Terence will show you today how to actually do curiosity posts so people will raise their hands wanting what you got to offer and engage on your post about your opportunity or your product. So today I'm going to hand it over to Terence. He will show you a presentation and I hope y'all will have fun with this. Make sure you do your assignments, apply what you learn in order to get your results. So, Terence, is up to you now.
Okay, let me screen share. Okay, welcome to day 4, 5-day Build Your Audience Challenge. So how to get your prospects to raise their hands for more information about your product, service, and opportunity. If I can show you a curiosity post. This is to help you guys get some questions out there to create curiosity, to get people to raise their hands and to inquire about more information about your products and services. Sometimes what happens is marketers, they put out a lot of value in the online marketplace, and sometimes they forget to make the sale, and that's one thing that you want to do, because you want to get your offers in front of your prospects as much as possible, so that they can see what you have to offer them. And here's where the curiosity posts come into play. So here's an example of one curiosity post that you can make. If I can show you how to, then you would list the benefit without, then you would list the actual problem. Would you want to see it? Type yes below, and I'll show it to you. Here's another example. If I can show you how to never, then you will list the problem. Again, so you can, then you will list the benefit. Would you want to see it? Type yes below, and I'll show it to you. So here's an example of the other examples that I showed you there. If I can show you how Amy released 30 pounds and 18 inches in 90 days eating chocolate, would you want to see it? Type yes below. So you have the problem, and then you actually have the benefit. So released 30 pounds, was the actual, was the solution. So she, she had a situation where, she had a lot of weight on her, and she was looking for a program, where she could, lose weight, or something, how she, where she could eat, to where to help her to, lose some of those pounds within those 90 days. And she was able to do it, by eating chocolate, so. And we have money curiosity posts too that we use in our marketing. This is to kind of help you close the sale, which, has worked pretty effectively for me too as well. So wow, I just invested, $5 on a Facebook ad and made back 1,000 fans at, 0.2 to 0.3 cents per fan from one little post. How cool was that? I ended off the statement with a question mark, so just to get somebody to respond to that. And most of the time, when they see things like this, they will respond and want to know, how did you do that? So I thought that was very helpful. If I can show you how I generated 60 leads in 48 hours, would you like to see it? Hold on, we got an error here. See, this stuff, guys, is in real time. So I'm not, ashamed or shy, because people make mistakes, they make errors and things like that. And, you guys as beginners, some of you might, be a little bit more advanced, in your marketing and stuff. But along the way, you will make some mistakes, and you have to go back over them to, correct them to make sure that, everything works out well. All right. But so if I can show you how I generated 60 leads in 48 hours, would you like to see it? Comment yes below, and I'll send it to you. Right, here's another one. Let's see. Okay, if I show you how I built, see another error, see? Okay. Okay, if I show you how I built a team from 0 to 50 members in 3 months, would you like to know? Comment and I'll show you how. Here's another example. This is amazing. I was hanging out by the poolside with my family and got an email notification that I just made $500. How cool is that? Question mark. So holy moly, I woke up to $100 this morning with my little home-based business. How awesome is that? This is easier than I thought. Then we have, I have one success story post that you can make. This is one thing where you want to share, some success stories that you've been having, some results in your business that you could share with your audience to get them to raise their hand. And this one says, oh my God, I'm so proud of Lucy. She was struggling with shedding unwanted pounds after the birth of her beautiful baby boy, Michael. She tried everything for 10 months and the weight isn't budging. Then she stumbled across a simple to follow action plan and boom, she released 30 pounds in 90 days. Want to see how she did it? Type show me below. And this is pretty much the end of this presentation here. But what I want to leave this off with is that when you make your curiosity post, the whole objective is to get the end user to respond back to a question that you have. And these results, the results that you've been getting in this challenge, our 5-day challenge here, these are some results that you can talk about in some of your posts that you make out there and see if people, respond. Maybe it's you weren't getting engagement on, some of the content that you put on your Facebook page, but now you're getting, more engagement, you get more likes, you get more shares. Those are things that you can actually, create as posts and share with the world and see who raises their hand. So I keep it simple. You can use these, kind of tweak them, see what you can come up with. But when you start a conversation or you send a private message to somebody, most of the time, in the conversation, you'll hear a lot about the end users, problems and challenges. Those are a question that you would actually want to ask them in the first place, when you engage in conversation with them. So you want to ask them, what are some of the problems and challenges that you're having? After you get a response, when you ask them a question as far as what they do. So when you find out what that prospect does, for a living, maybe what products and services they're offering, and they'll tell you, how it's going for them. They'll tell you, some of the problems if you ask them, that they're having. And then you just pretty much take it into, a sale. You don't want to throw a sale on a person in the beginning because you are building that relationship. You are building that trust factor with them. But you'll know in your conversation after a while, you will have that, that sale where you could be able to, pitch that product or service that you are offering that person to try to help them out to better their situation. And that's it for the presentation here. Do you have anything to add, Patricia?
Maybe like if you're in another niche other than weight loss, you will always have to think about what the person's problem is. Okay, if you're into skincare, people struggle with different type of skin conditions. So you want to definitely reach out first towards the problem. Okay, if somebody might have acne, somebody might have, different problems, you got to address the problem and offer a solution in order to get some kind of response to your post. Just posting your products is not helping the people. Like a lot of times, like I can take me as an example. I got rosacea, my skin breaks out red. It's a condition that I can control also with what I eat. Like certain foods that I eat, it breaks out more, certain less. If you offer people free value by letting them know, for example, like rosacea's condition, avoid citric acids, stuff like that, to better your skin, you're already winning kind of their trust, because if they try it out and their condition gets better, um, you kind of getting that trust factor from them. So by the time you get that trust factor and you offer a product to help on top of it, like maybe some organic skincare that I personally use, the person didn't have to pitch me the product. I already knew, okay, this is what I need, and it didn't matter how much it cost at that moment. I just knew I need this product from her because it will help my condition. So you want to be out there reaching and helping out people by solving their problems first, in order to win their trust and be able to sell your product to them. So whatever your sell is, if you try to offer as much free value as you can, to solve and help them with their problem, and then you can offer your product on top of it as an additional help to get faster results or get better results. Always put that product in the back line of the first help that you give it. Always give them free value first, free help, before you actually suggest a product to it. In that situation, also like with the weight loss, you can offer people not just a free trial, but offer them recipes that will help them with their weight loss. And then for them to have better results, you can uh, for them to get the better results, you can then now offer them the product that gave you better results or your friend better results. Always put it with a little story. People like stories. They like to know what's helping, what's not. But also, nobody wants to be pitched a product right away. So that's really what I wanted to add to it. Another thing that you can also do is in the groups, like I was showing you yesterday with the engagement, you can also put curiosity posts up in the group, and a lot of things like emojis will help. You put a couple emojis, you put a couple, bump the post up a little bit, make it fun, people will react to it more. And to boost your post up, you can also comment on your post, put little gifs in there, little emojis, something that will put your post to the top in that group and let it stick out. Because a lot of people post stuff in there, they don't get engagement. For you to get engagement and for your post to be shown in that group, you have to have comments underneath. So you can actually boost your own group in there. Also, you can ask maybe other team members to help you boost your post. You can boost it up for each other by just liking somebody's post, commenting on each other posts, and kind of have a conversation in the comments going. So in that situation, people see it more and say, okay, you know how we always follow and we like, okay, 3 people want to have the info. What is it all about? We curious. We are nosy. We are nosy people. We are nosy by nature, right? People are nosy. So you want to put that curiosity there. So you can always ask your team members to help you out on it. Hey, I'm about to post in this group. Can you comment on it? Help each other out. Like that, your post will be shown more and it will get more attraction from the people. So if you don't have anything else to add to it, I'm pretty much done with the present.
Yeah, I find actual if you segment the market too, I find that to be very helpful as well. I remember when I first started, I was struggling in that area, and because I was just focusing on one side of the business, and I'm in the online marketing space, internet marketing, network marketers, and I promote a product solution to my audience where we help business professionals automate their sales process, and we teach them sales and marketing. And and I had to realize, because in some conversations I was having with my prospects, was that they some people, like, they have their own business, a product or service. Some of them might be consultants. Some of them might have other offers and stuff going on. So, and some people, they might look into your product to use it, for their benefit, not to actually resell it. So I had to kind of segment the market where I have a list of distributors, and then I have a list of product users, people who actually want to use the product for a benefit, and then there's people that's looking to make money. That's where you look, towards them as far as becoming distributors, to sell or resell your the product that you have. So the whole idea is to build up your distribution channel. You want that to happen, as well as you want product users, to benefit from what you are offering them. And I think it makes a whole lot of sense to do it that way, because it clears up a whole lot of frustration, really, because you have to
Right.
organize, what you're doing, just so that it'll pretty much set you on the right path to where you know who you're talking to, and then you can align your content, towards that. So I found that to be very helpful there.
And definitely, if you put curiosity posts out there and you put these different types of curiosity posts out there, whether it is a curiosity post towards the product or a curiosity post towards the opportunity, you can sort out the people too by knowing, okay, which direction do they tend to go? Do they want the opportunity, or do they want the product, or are they maybe not interested in that at all? So you can kind of sort them out by curiosity posts, knowing what they are interested in and what they are not interested in. And then, of course, you will have people that is just supportive, that is not interested in either or. And this is perfectly fine, because building those relationships, you never know, down the line they might refer you to somebody. So don't put them people aside and say, okay, they're not out there for my opportunity, so they're not out there for my product, so I'm just deleting them off my friends list. Because even people can be a support to you without buying your product or without getting into your opportunity, by just commenting and sharing your content and keeping your posts alive. Sometimes those type of people is more of value to you than just a one-time sale. So once you start sorting out people, remember always that just because they're not buying your product, or just because they're not joining your opportunity, don't necessarily mean that they are no value, not that they not of any value towards your business. So I guess I'm done for this evening, for this day. I got everything out there that I wanted to say. So
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. Like I said, stay consistent. Keep your eyes on the prize, and do everything that you can to build up more engagement each day. Make sure that you're connecting. I try to connect with at least 10 new people each day, and that helps me to build up my audience and connect with the right people. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and day 5 is tomorrow. See you guys then.
tomorrow we'll be talking about how to actually convert those curiosity posts, those engagement posts, and whatever you put out there into sales, because even a simple um, like can turn into a lead.
Yeah.
And once you figure out a way on how to do it, you can generate leads every day of your simple curiosity and engagement posts. And so we'll be getting into that content tomorrow. So make sure you do your homework, your assignments, apply what you learn, keep up connecting with 10 people a day, and keep on posting every day your curiosity posts, your engagement posts, your lifestyle posts. Switch it up on your timeline, be engaging, be social, and apply each day every of those steps in order to get massive results.
Yeah, people want to make money, guys. That's one more thing I want to add to this. Folks are struggling, going to the 9 to 5 jobs. A lot of folks, they don't, they're not making enough money to even survive, so they're looking for other opportunities to get into.
Exactly.
And if your product is in line and it's a good market fit, you could definitely make sales. I see a lot of folks, they get into advertising early, but I tried the hard way. I was like, if I can generate free leads, and close sales that way, then imagine what I could do when I start advertising. So these are the things that you have to focus on. How can you get a free lead to convert? Somebody who's coming through your pipeline, how can you get them to convert? And you work those strategies. One day I put out a post, and I was so excited about myself, and I get into this mood where my adrenaline starts pumping, and I take off, So, and I just put out a post one day. I said, "Who's ready to make some serious money?" Right? So, and then I got some, me's, me, and like 5 or 10 people responded to that one post. And so, the next day, what I did was I sent them all a private message, and I asked them. I said, "What do you guys do, for a living?" And then they would respond back. And then I would respond back to them. I said, "Well, how's it working out for you? Is there any way that I can, help you? What are some of your problems and challenges?" And they'll actually tell you that. You always want to be in control of the conversation, right? Because when you show that you're in control of the conversation, you have that authority. And it's easy to close the sale like that. Not everybody's going to be interested in what you have to offer. That's fine. You move on to the next person, right? And this is the sales game, You're not going to get all people to convert. You're not going to get all people to buy your products and services. But there will be that, those few people who are interested in what you have to offer. So just stay consistent, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.